Dear family, it's your cousin P, so black and so beautiful, so brown and so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. I pray all is well out there, man, in the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, master of day of judgment. Thee alone do we serve, and thee alone do we seek help. Oh Allah, guide us on the right path, the path upon those who have bestowed favors, not upon those whose wrath is brought down, no those who go astray. Surely I turn myself to thee, O Allah, trying to be upright. To he who originated the heavens and earth. I'm not of the polytheists. Surely I sacrifice my life and my death as all for God, Lord of the worlds. No associate has he, and it's a command on with those who submit. Art thou king, there is no God but thee, art my Lord, and I'm thy servant. I have been greatly unjust to myself, and I confess my faults. So grant protection against all my faults, for none could grant protection against faults but thee. Guide me to the best of morals, for none could guide to the best of morals but thee. Turn away from me the evil and decent morals, for none could turn away from the evil and decent morals but thee. Oh Allah, make Muhammad successful, as thou did make Abraham and the true followers of Abraham. And oh Allah, bless Muhammad and the true followers of Muhammad, as thou did bless Abraham and the true followers of Abraham. We thank you for Jesus and the gospel, Moses and the Torah, and Muhammad for the Holy Quran. Peace and blessings be upon these mighty giants that came before us, yet the God all of us on the right path. In God's righteous and holy name, I greet you with amen and peace. Assalamu alaikum, dear family. That is a prayer that's taught in Islam. I want to start this podcast off. It's going to be about 10-15 minute podcast. Part 1. Belief and doubt if you believe in something, if you believe, that only means that you're unsure. When you say, I believe in this, I believe in that, you're actually casting doubt in your brain. You do not 100% have confidence in the things that you believe. In the word believe, you also have the word possibility. I believe my boyfriend didn't cheat. You don't know. I believe my woman didn't step out on. You don't know. I believe this car could make it to LA. You don't know. So in the word belief, it's actually you're casting doubt. See, belief is nothing till you make it an actual fact. In the Nation of Islam, we're taught to deal with actual facts. That means that you have to do the research. You have to study. You have to investigate what's being said to you. You have to question what you believe in to verify it to be what someone said an actual fact. So in the Nation of Islam, that wisdom or that teachings turns you into an investigator, because we have been raised and reared by a different race of people that have suggested that Jesus is white, that have suggested that your name should be changed, that have suggested that you eat pork and you eat meat, that have suggested that it's better to take pills opposed to minerals. We have been reared by a human being, another different type of human being on our planet, that said it was okay to enslave you for 400 plus years. It was okay to change your culture and your religion. So now, damn, we're out of the actual fact into to believing. You believe you're gonna get this money, right? Belief is casting doubt, dear family. You got to know. Knowing and believing is two different things, dear family. When you know something, it's because it is an actual fact. If you've learned how to put a tire on, and that's your job curriculum, and that's what you do, you don't tell a customer, I believe I can put this tire on. You say it with confidence that you know you could put the tire on, because of the experience and the training that you have received, and what you know about a tire in the first place demands you to actually know what you do. I raised the question, dear family. Is Jesus a black man? Will Jesus come back from the physical graveyard? Is Jesus the God that created the heavens and earth? See, I raised the question. You believe he will be raised from the dead, from a physical dead perpendicular in the ground. You believe that Jesus is a white man. You believe that Jesus is God. These are things you believe. These are not things that you know, because you could prove what you know. When you believe, you speculate. So the mindset is so far from, your mindset is so far from where it needs to be, that the person who controls this planet right now, who has power now, has made us into believers, has made us into doubters. So we doubt ourselves into coming together collectively as a people. You can't get black people together, man. They gonna do this, do that, do that. Your disbelief in your own people. You hate yourself and your kind. Somebody casted that type of spirit in us. Everything on the planet we believe. When grandmama died, we say God took her home. It was her time. She was 88 years old. She lived a good life. God took her home. That's your belief. See, the white man was raised as a scientist. He was originated and grafted out of the original black man. I'll give you that wisdom at another date. He got you believing in a mystery God while he deals with the actual facts that he hid from you. So you believe when grandmama died at 88 years old, God took her home. No, God had nothing to do with her death. See, what he's going to do is he's going to take grandmama. The white man is going to take grandmama and open her up and say, oh, she died from an aneurysm. She died from this. She died from that. He's going to give you actual facts on what caused the life to decease. And then many of the grandmothers die from some type of illness, which food that we consume causes all suffering in the body. I don't give a damn what goes on in your body is caused by the food you consume. So this belief system it's okay to believe. Let's not get things misconstrued. But what you believe in, you got to prove that it's an actual fact. Some of you say that Jesus is God. He's a God, but he's not the God. Did you know in Islam, Jesus and Mary has the biggest books in the Holy Quran? Did you know that it's Ramadan, my Christian family, and Jesus subscribed Ramadan for the whole humanity? Why the Christian family is not practicing what Jesus taught? I've been in Ramadan and we got about 6 more days of Ramadan. When you break fast, we eat. There's a reason why it's prescribed for us as a people. Ramadan. Did you know that fasting get rid of your illnesses? Did you know that your immune system reboots if you have no food and water after 72 hours to the capacity and destroy all the disease in the body? Did you know that? That's what Ramadan is for. You consume all that poison from the potato chips, the cookies, the sandwich, all this bacteria in this food, the bad water. So 1 month out of the year, you Ramadan, meaning fast and pray. See, naturally, you do it when you're sick. You say, I don't feel good. I'm not going to eat as much. I'm only take in some soup. You know, you're refraining from solid foods, giving your body time to rest because you're fasting. But that's what Jesus said in the Holy Quran. That's what Jesus says in the scripture. He says fast for 40 days and 40 nights. Why is not the Christian family following instructions? It's because you don't have the actual facts and you only believe it. Remember, that belief casts doubt. I believe they're going to be good. You don't know. That's why it's taught that you got to identify what you're dealing with. But in conclusion, because it's only part one, dear family. This only part one, dear family. Once you get out of, it's okay to believe. But you got to make what you believe an actual fact. You got to make what you believe an actual fact. See, actual facts has to do with everything of studying to show self-approval. Actual facts have to do with mathematics and science that determine what you say. This is why there's scientists. They could, you know, you may drop dead and don't nobody know why you dropped dead. But the biologists of this world, they gonna take your body and open it up, and they're going to start running tests, and they're going to tell you what you died of, because they want the actual facts or the cause of death. But you and how we believe and how we were taught to assume something opposed to get the actual facts of something. So when I tell you that you a Muslim, you don't believe that. I ain't no Muslim. What you think Jesus was? What you think Moses was? What you think Aaron was? What you think all these prophets and messengers of God were? God say, I changed for no one. The word Muslim only means entirely submission to the will of God. Muslim only means entirely submission to the will of God. Did Jesus submit to his Father? Are you submitting to the Father? Well, you could consider yourself a Muslim, because that's the true meaning of it. But since you don't study to show self-approval, and somebody has told you other than the truth, you believe Islam is for Arabs. Arabs didn't create Islam. Don't you know the black man and black woman is the original people of the planet? We produced everything that's on the planet, and our original language is what Jesus spoke, Arabic and Hebrew. Jesus didn't know nothing about no English, but you know, your belief will make you feel like he does know something about English. English was not a language on our planet when Jesus was sojourning. But since you don't study to show self-approval, you believe in everything. And I told you that belief is, I'm pulling up to the office. I told you that belief is a doubt until you make it, till you prove what you're saying, till you prove it an actual fact. I'm gonna get back at this podcast, man. It's gonna get a little deeper. That was just on my mind, man. Belief and knowing is two different things, dear family. If you believe, it's okay to believe, but you gotta make it an actual fact. And the way you make it an actual fact is you implement yourself in the works of what you're doing to prove what you're doing, or that you can do it, or what they say it is to be the truth.